Right, I have done a lot more clay forming and I am about to load up for the second firing. I've decided that what I'm not going to do is to keep doing every single cooking pot. I've done a lot already. So I'll do what I've already got, but I'm basically the ones that will give me the view on what this looks like are the big planters, 2, 3, the bricks, and I've got 3 lots of that. Did I say planters? I meant the storage pots, that's right. And then the 1 flower pot from each. Oh, I'm short of a flower pot. Let's go and load this up and then we'll come back. It's dawn. I have been at this most of the night. So let's start with the large vessels at the bottom. Now I've not taken down my shelves. That's it. So again we're using red clay, blue clay and fire clay. Now we've got these, and I'm going to need to stand on here to get them. Now this will mean that I don't have a full kiln. That's 4 of all the little bowls. Yeah. Now we're going to do some bricks. Just to see what these colours are like. And of course fire clay bricks we can always use. And thank you for telling me that this is what elks actually sound like. That's fantastic. Let's shut the door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And load her up. Because our first firing was no hatches open. There, we've got that hatch open. Let's just check everything. We've got the door shut, got everything inside that we want. Let's light her up and see what we get for the second firing with 1 hatch door open. Let's see that flames, I see flames, okay. That is a light. What does it think it is? Progress will proceed once 9 piles have ignited. Firing for 27.66 hours. Wow. That's a light. That's a light. All of them should. There we are. Receives heat. Right. Our second firing is underway. Good. That's excellent. We've got a few more here for the third firing. Right. And I did have some bricks here that match this, by the way. I fired them in a pit kiln, but they are the same colour. So we can see the large tan bricks are this brown colour. Then this pinky colour is the fire clay. And we have our next set of firings. Right, I'm just going to use my tongs because this lot looks hot. Wow. Nice. Just get this up there. Ooh, look at the grey bricks. I think they're going to be a different colour when they cool. They're very hot. They've just finished firing. Fascinating. This always amuses me, the way it hangs on there. I'm not sure what these new colours are going to look like. Yeah, the grey planter looks the same sort of dark colour we've always had. These big storage pots. I am fascinated to see whether the far clay one is the same colour as the previous one or whether it has changed. Let's go and unload this lot to start with. I've changed the layout over here in my little ceramic workshop. This looks a lot better to me. Now, so the first one we want is the grey bricks. I'm going to need some water with that, aren't I? Just to see what they look like. Wait a minute, I've got mortar in here. I am sure. Yeah. Let's put mortar in there, just one. Then take the grey bricks. Aha. And we do get 4 every time, which means I'm going to have a lot of bricks left over. Yes, those are the same colour. Far clay bricks. Are these the same colour as the original far clay bricks? This is what I think. I think far clay bricks are always going to be the same colour. Yeah, that looks exactly the same colour to me. Let me have a... I don't see any difference. Okay, so I think those are the same colour. Let's pop those in. And I don't mind having these because if any of the bricks on our kiln break with the firing, then we will be able to... let me just pop those in there because I'll need those for bloomeries. Then we'll be able to replace them with the far clay bricks. Right, where's my mortar? Hang on. Take that out of there. It's in there, that's why. Okay. Orange brick. Wow, I just did 8 of each. Wow, that's a different colour. So the blue clay has gone a totally different colour. The red clay has gone a totally different colour. But the far clay, I think, has stayed the same colour. Let's have a look at our planters. I don't need those on there. I have a suspicion that the far clay is going to stay the same colour. Oh, that's not the black that we've always had. That is a very attractive steel grey. I am liking that. Now, that to me looks the same colour. Yeah, I don't think the far clay is going to alter very much. Look at that. Wow. Okay. And the planters, let's have a look at these. Right. That is an attractive colour. Right, what's this one? Yeah, this one is quite pale, isn't it? But this is a real strong orange. That looks exactly the same colour. So, okay, let's go and get the rest of the goods out of there. That's great. These little crocks, I think, are splendid, these two-tone crocks. They are amazingly attractive little things. And I've only just noticed that the flower pots have a little rim round. Can you see? Isn't that nice? And I'm liking this steel grey we have here. All to the good. Right, I am going to load my kiln. I am not going to use any more far clay because it's a waste of resources, and I think it's the same colour anyway. So I don't see any point in firing that for nothing. What I've got here I will fire, everything else I will not. Now we need a whole load of planters, etc. I'll come back to you when I've got the kiln loaded. Right, I have the kiln loaded for the third firing, and you will note that I've got two hatches open now, this one and the one at the back. So let's go and light up the firewood, which I've just loaded, and get this one going. There we are. Yeah, that looks like flames to me. We've got a heavy temporal storm approaching. Okay, let's go and read our notices. It's not lit all the way through yet. We have to wait for all 9 lots to be fired, but I do see the flames. They will spread. Yeah. Okay, we just wait for it to be fully ignited. Progress will proceed once all 9 piles have been ignited. There we go. Firing for 43 hours. I think this must be the sum total. It's really weird. Right, let's take this latest tree down. It's more than frustrating. I have moved everything over by one space. I've taken out the far clay because they are exactly the same colour. So I don't see any point in having them, and I suspect that when I get the next firing out and it is ready, we will find the same thing, that it's the same colour. Ah. Oh. I'd taken up a far clay mould that had got lost. It's come back. How extraordinary. Right, let's get that on. And in here, let's put our blue clay back. So we've still got stuff spawning. It's just, look at it. It's bright sunlight, it's spawning. I don't know. Right. This is now done. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my word. This is some colour, isn't it, guys? Oh. Now, is that the colour we've already got? Or is it different? I'm going to have to get one of my old ones and have a look. Wow. Oh, these are a different colour from this. Good to know. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at these red bricks. These are real red, aren't they? Oh my goodness. We've got the ceramic pot here. This one. These little 4. Okay. The crock. Oh my gosh. Do you look cute or what? Flower pot. Flower pot. Wow. Oh my word. Now this flower pot, the clay one, I fired one fire clay vessel to see if it looked the same. Let me just pop it down. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Okay. Alright, let's pop you up in here. Yeah, it stacks. It's exactly the same. Which is fine. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Right, let's load her up again and get on with the next firing. Okay, I have loaded up the next lot, and what we have now is this hatch and the other two all open. So we've got 3 hatches open now. I have filled the underneath with firewood, which we are now going to light. Wait till we see flames. Yes. There we go. Nice. Okay. That looks great. Okay, is it a light yet? No. Let's go back and have a look. Always checking that the fire is nicely lit. Ignite 3. There we are. Receives heat. Firing for 56 hours. That must be the number of hours in total that this has fired for. I love being able to look in these hatch doors. They look fantastic. Okay. Yes, that's all heating up nicely. Right, one more to go. And those will fit neatly in these 2 piles here. Now, look at this. Talk about white hot heat. Isn't that a fabulous game mechanic that you can actually see into the doors to the heat that's going on there? I think that's wonderful. Now I have brought one of the old ceramic pots with me. I just want to... Oh, it's not the same colour. Look at that. That is that beautiful, beautiful dark charcoal colour. That's a sort of, that, as it says, a dark brown. Okay, I'm a happy bunny having established that. Okay, let's just pop that down in case we get another dark one. We'll look at that for comparison. I must say this is giving us a wonderful, wonderful range. The different colours. I'm so looking forward to this final firing to see what we get. But we've got some, wow, look at that, some time to go. Oh my word. Wow, our final firing is complete. Look at this, red hot. Look at the temperature, 800 degrees, my goodness. Wow. I've got tongs in my hand. Do we want to try and take them out? Oh, we can. But my goodness, look at the heat. Yeah, let's get this off our bar. Wow. Gosh, that's going to take a long time to cool down. I don't know, and I'm certainly not going to try it, whether you can use water to cool these down. I would doubt it. I would really doubt it. Let's take these across. Look at this. Now this is our last firing. So that is the black ceramic one, and that is the brown ceramic one. Okay, so that must be... Ooh. Ah. And this one, oh, it does go brown. That is black and that is black. So those have come out the same. This is brown, so this must go with this one. Wow. Ah. So the blue clay comes out with black again. That's the far clay. I did another one just to check. I am pretty sure that is going to end up the same colour, but let's put it over here to check. Yeah, that's going to end up the same colour. That is the brown crucible. So what's the betting these bricks are the same? Yes. Okay, so that is disappointing. If those are the same. They're not. Ooh. Oh my word. Oh wow. What a gorgeous colour. What a shame that they haven't carried this fantastic colour through into the pots. Oh my goodness. Right, well I've completed my experiment. What are my thoughts on all this? Firstly, this is a fantastic range of colours. That gives us a lot of choice with planters. That's number one. Number two, the little crocks, the storage crocks, the little crocks at the front here, are an absolute triumph as far as I'm concerned. They're such fun. I think it's a crying shame that this gorgeous, gorgeous, resty, reddish brown, this deep colour, was not carried through into these crocks. That would have been fabulous. I wonder if that's on the cards for the future. So before this we had one choice, this dark brown ceramic storage vessel, which is still available. But we now have got a grey one and two blacks. And this is where I think that this clinker colour uses only the least warps clinker, so is less efficient. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care about that, but I think this colour should have been carried through. I think that would be wonderful. But nonetheless, if I were building, guys, that would be a stunning choice for me. I live in the UK and I lived in London for a long time, and I'm very familiar with red bricks. And in London, this was called London brick, this really red colour. But we also had a yellow brick that was very close to a combination of this colour or this colour. So, and we did have orange bricks as well. So these brick colours, to me, are very, very familiar. Overall view, fantastic step forwards. I love it. Well done, the devs. That was a true labour of love. The amount of clay forming I had to do. I tell you, my arm and hand were aching by the end of it. I was getting a lot quicker at it and a lot better at it. I think that's a really, really good step forwards. I am really hoping that in the future we will be able to maybe add patterns or glaze it. The polished stones are so nice. It would be lovely to be able to polish these colours. They would look truly fantastic. Or maybe, you know, have a little leaf design or something like that. I tell you, the possibilities are endless now. I have plans for what I'm going to do with all these different pots, At the moment I'm luxuriating and having virtually the full set in my little ceramic workshop. The workshop worked fantastically well. It is a little bit negative, and had I not had to spend so long in there, it would not have been a problem. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, leave a like, maybe subscribe to me. Goodbye, my friends.